Give me his light right.
It says we're live.
Live.
This is a whole new setup. Now, the thing I don't know is if our microphone works. So,
Just wait for it to know.
doesn't this look so much different?
Hmm?
It looks different than what we're used to when we did the live streams on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the format looks different.
Yeah. So I don't even know if anybody's going to come on because we don't hardly do YouTube live streams, but we thought we would because, guys, we've had an influx. Is that a word? Influx of subscribers. So we've jumped up 100 subscribers in the last couple of weeks.
We just went up 4 more subscribers.
And I just feel blessed by that. And the Ministry of Banners video is doing really well in the last 2 weeks. And I just really want to say thank you to everybody that has been there with us at the beginning. And as if you're a YouTuber, when you start getting views and likes and subscribers, it's a little bit exciting. And so this whole thing is just about our life. We've just kind of put our life out there. So,
a lot of
yeah.
it, yeah.
So we haven't done a YouTube live in a really long time. Now, I've done lots and lots and lots of Facebook lives, but for us to come on and do like just the chit chat YouTube live,
Chit chat.
we haven't done that in a long time. So that's what we're on here. We just kind of want to talk about our future. If you guys have watched some of our recent videos, like within this last week, you know that he's dealing with yet another. Yeah, volume works. You know that he's dealing with some other things, and so tonight we really just want to talk about our future in these uncertain times, guys, because man, things are crazy out there.
Things uncertain.
And it's like, what's going to happen tomorrow even? So
what new regulation are they going to?
Yes. Do you guys feel that?
I'm used to looking down, but I got to remember to look up.
Yeah, look up at the camera.
Look at the camera.
So I just want to share this story that happened just like a while ago. So my son is 17. He has a savings account, but he doesn't have a checking account. And so he gets paid cash for working. So he had some money.
His little side hustle.
And he wanted to put it on a card or something so that he could use it to purchase online or whatever. And we had gotten him one of the prepaid cards, and he put some money on there.
The Walmarts.
From the Walmarts. And because he wasn't 18, it had limited access, limited use. So he was a little frustrated because he couldn't use Amazon. He couldn't do any of that stuff. So today we bought the card from him and went and got a different card. And I was going to activate it online. I put my information in with my social security number, and it said they couldn't verify me. It has limited use, no cash back. You cannot use it at the ATM, but you can use it for online purchases, you know, like any kind of transaction. So he was able to use it on Amazon. But what's crazy, guys, is the no cash back thing. Because
I thought you used to be able to get cash back.
Only certain lanes at Walmart will allow you to get cash back.
I think gift cards you can't. It has to be spent there. But
well, we went through an ATM that one time and it wouldn't give us any cash. It said,
was that a gift card or was it?
No, it was our debit card. Remember, we were trying to get money for.
No, it's because it was out of cash.
Well, that just kind of raised the awareness and like, what if we're not able to get actual money?
We were actually on our way to church and we were trying to get out our offering.
Mm-hmm.
So then we ended up going to church with no offering. But they have online giving, so we're sitting back there in the back pew trying to.
It's just kind of crazy. So when you think of that, like uncertain, our future is uncertain, and it can make you feel a little bit intimidated. I don't want to say scared, intimidated. So that's just kind of one of the thoughts. Like, you can't just go hide money in a tin can and bury it in your backyard, because that money may not be good.
Yeah.
Even tomorrow, it may not be good.
So all the people that have been hoarding change and burying it in jars, it's all your fault.
Because I just noticed at Walmart they had the sign at the little
No
coin
change.
star that you can't use that. So
which is bad for me, because I keep a coin jar all year long to pay for my hunting trip in the fall.
Yes.
And
what are you gonna do with all that money? Gonna take it to the bank, I guess. You could take it to the bank and let them count it out.
I'm gonna save it. That stuff will be was it or you keep something for so long it becomes worth money?
I don't know. But that's just one of the thoughts. And then we've really been talking about food. How are we going to raise our own food? How are we going to process our own food?
I do like food.
And then his health.
Yeah.
You know, we really need to consider what's he putting in his body.
The change of diet has been a learning curve.
He texted me. You sent me a picture of he was eating a parfait. I know you don't like that word. It's a parfait. And I love them.
Okay.
I love them.
It's yogurt.
It's parfaits. Is that how you say it? Anyway, he was eating one of those, and
call them parfaits.
I was really proud of you for doing that, because those are some of my favorites. But for him, you know, that's just not his kind of food.
It wasn't a burrito out of the.
So, just things like that.
I found that turkey setup is okay for me to eat. It doesn't cause the burning, the heartburn, and it doesn't hurt my side as bad. So
we were kind of thinking about, we already know we're gonna butcher some of the chickens. We're gonna, if we can't get meat, chickens,
roosters are going.
We're gonna do some of our chickens that we have. So we were thinking today, I wonder if we should get turkey too. We should get turkey and butcher those, like raise them up, so that we could have the meat from them.
The only difficult part is the way the land lies. It's off into a holler. So trying to find a place to build another pen. We have to be really strategic about where we build. What we build.
And then we think probably shouldn't even say this, but we think little lady's pregnant. Yeah. We think she's pregnant.
Crossed. She hasn't come back in heat. We've had Boudreaux for over a month now.
No, Hugo.
Boudreaux we've had.
We bought Hugo so he could breed the lady.
But she hasn't come back in heat, and I walked out the other day and she's fat.
Yeah.
Fatter. When you spend, anybody that has livestock understands that you recognize when one of your animals, their body changes when something's wrong with them. And
hey, Sissy.
You just kind of know. So
yeah. Well,
I
hope so.
She was bulging on one side.
I hope it's not a total waste. Like, buying him wasn't a total waste.
Well, what we paid for him, it wasn't a waste.
Yeah, that's true. But then you think about the food. We buy these animals, and then you got to think about the food.
Yeah, how much are you feeding them?
Are they going to give back to you after you put all this money into them?
Yeah.
So what we're learning is taking it slow is so essential, because if you just like go out and buy all these animals, and then all of a sudden you're having this new routine of like feeding everything and all the money that it takes to buy the feed, the grain.
Yeah.
That could be overwhelming if you're just trying to jump into it and do everything at one time.
So what I'm hoping off the first litter is maybe 5 or 6 piglets coming out, and sell them enough to buy another ton of grain for them.
That would save us so much money, having to go to the feed store at least once a week to buy bags of grain.
I need to start saving now, because of wintertime they won't have the grass and everything to eat. So which I think I'm going to move them in the backyard for a while. And
not really sure. And then the time, because he's going to have to go to 6 days pretty soon. So it's going to be mostly me doing it, which, I mean, the feeding part isn't so bad. I've got that in a routine now. But when he starts working 6 days a week, it's going to be hard on him. to do anything around here because his schedule pushes him into
Don't use up my creamer, baby.
all the night, and then he's got to sleep most of the day just to go back to work. So if any of you guys have worked nights, you understand
It's a very
that.
long night. I forget what I was going to say.
I'm sorry. We're kind of rested. We've not done this in a while together. It's kind of weird.
Well, I was thinking of something. What was I thinking?
I don't know, but remember earlier. Okay, so if you guys watch this later, if you're watching this later and you've made it this far, if anybody watches it later and you're this far, so we sneezed earlier at the same time. Yes.
No, we didn't.
Yes.
We yawned. It was a yawn. We didn't sneeze. We were yawning. We just dropped off our grandson. There's a deer.
So, he's a jinx. You can't jinx someone when you yawn at the same time.
Yeah.
Sister, can you jinx someone if you yawn at the same time?
Yes. It's a verbal.
That's not a thing, is it?
You make verbal sounds.
That's not even a thing.
It is.
He tried to jinx me because we yawned at the same time. I don't know if that's a thing. So
he tried to jinx you.
He tried to jinx me. I said, I don't think you can do that. That's not a thing.
Jinx doesn't work on women anyway.
So the grandkids were here earlier, and we knew Layla wasn't going to stay, so we took her home. And then I thought Jonathan was going to stay, and then he ended up trading us out.
Trading up for his aunt.
He traded up for another aunt, so which is fine because we're a little bit tired. It's all right. We can go to bed early.
A
little bit tired.
Some of us came home at a certain early dawnish time and started cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Which was nice because I haven't got to cook for anybody in a while. And I got a phone call. I actually got a couple of calls about doing some cooks. So
yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that kind of sucks is
cooking videos.
Sorry, I'm just taking over your leg here.
I know, you're like super hot. God, just get off me.
What sucks is the barbecue trailer's just kind of sitting out there, and he's not going to be able to cook till next month. So.
Well, I mean, I could. It just I won't be cooking for a large crowd until next month.
Yeah, because we were rolling pretty good, but COVID hit.
Yeah.
So we hadn't had the trailer open since March, and we could open it, but the cost in comparison it would be hard. It would be a hard start up again, and with your schedule.
Because we don't get our meat at a wholesale. We actually get it at a butcher, and the cost that they were asking on beef was just astronomical.
Yeah,
I mean everybody knows that it was $7.99.
Yeah, have you felt the effects of the food cost, like when the meat was outrageous?
I won't even charge $7 for a sandwich.
So I was buying like the 2 packs of the big whole chickens and putting them in the deep freeze. If I found hamburger meat, I would buy it and then put it in the freezer. And then pork steak. A lot of pork. We've had a lot of pork in the freezer that we eat on.
Well, when you butcher hogs a lot, that's
yeah. Because it was just ridiculous. And I'm afraid that it might happen again because people are saying that, they're anticipating it coming back this fall.
I don't know. It'll come back until a little after November 4th. But another thing that I'm kind of dealing with on the pig situation is the butcher and any processing place right now is almost a year wait to get an animal into butcher. So I have contemplated that deer's going to get shot come this fall. But I have contemplated getting a cooler so I can start butchering for people. It's not something that I would want to do every day because it is a ton of work. And honestly, I just don't have the time. So it'd be just kind of
oh, sorry, I hit the notification thing.
Once a month kind of thing. But yeah, so if anybody know any butchers that are able to get some pigs in, I could bring you some.
But, what are we gonna do with the ones we have?
The babies? They're not here yet.
I thought you were gonna sell those.
Yeah, that's my plan.
I'm behind here. I was distracted by my phone.
Most people that buy them don't have a way to get them to the processor as well. Yeah.
Which we don't either. We would have to rig something up in the back of your truck to haul them around, honestly, because we don't have like trailers and trucks and things.
I'm pretty good at rigging.
But I feel like it can be done. I feel like if you're creative enough, you can do anything. You can absolutely do anything. I really feel like that. So
I can build almost anything. Almost.
So I think probably we should end this here. And it's just a few, 15 minutes on. So we're trying to inch our way back onto YouTube lives. So we were focused on Facebook.
That most of the people that we watch
are live
on Saturday night. And we're usually watching them.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, let's go live tonight. I'm like, sure.
Well, it's because of the video blew up, and then we had a bunch of subscribers, and I'm like, maybe we need to go live on there because we've only focused on Facebook, really, and not everybody does Facebook.
I've been wanting to switch more to YouTube. I would like to do some like the prep I go through for the big cooks, cooking for 200-300 people, or butchering.
And mine's mostly devotion videos.
Hunting season's going up, so I'd like to do some hunting videos.
Okay, we're gonna shut it down here. So thanks for watching, you guys, and continue to just like, and if I know a couple I've seen a couple of our friends on YouTube share our videos on their pages.
Thank
so
you guys very much
for that. And just thank you guys. So.
I am going to document the Crohn's journey.
Monday we go for lab.
We're still waiting on the biopsies. They were supposed to be back Wednesday, or by last Wednesday, and the doctor didn't understand. He didn't understand why they weren't, so he was going to make some phone calls. So I'm going to call Monday, maybe see if the biopsies are back. They took them from my esophagus. They're checking for Barrett's disease. And we're checking for Crohn's disease. So you just call me Mr. Disease, I guess.
No, we're not doing that. We're not speaking that into existence.
But
not doing it.
I'm gonna document, because if I start doing the treatments, because there's a lot of people out there that deal with internal problems of that nature, of dietary problems, all that stuff. So probably I'm going to talk to the doctor about videoing the first infusion. They say it takes up to 4 hours, so I won't videotape the whole thing. But
maybe the beginning of it, just to show what it looks like.
There will be some sickness involved with it. They say it takes a little while for your body to get used to it. So for the first infusion, I'm not able to do anything for myself. She's going to have to wheel me around, take care of me, and watch out to make sure my body doesn't have a reaction to it. So they say it's rare, but there's always that chance that my body won't accept the medicine. So that's why we're doing all the blood work. I still couldn't believe our hospital couldn't do it. And so we'll go Monday. We'll vlog that little trip Monday. And just
put it out there.
See what happens. So. And the CT scan's coming. They sent it off to a. They told me the name, but honestly, my memory's so bad I can't remember.
That's why I go with them.
Even when I'm in reading the doctor to talk to me, I have it on speakerphone, because you can't go in no more. So, which is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate it because it's a 4-hour treatment. It's the middle of summer. She's going to be sitting out in the car.
No, I'll be at Hobby Lobby. I'll probably make her into Walmart, and then I'll have my study time with the Bible app, or if I take my Bible. I mean, I'll have stuff to do.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure you can find something to do in Tulsa for 4 hours.
I can.
So I'm going to see if maybe there's a place down here closer that can do the infusions. I don't know why they call it infusion. It's an IV.
Because it's infusing into it. It's infusing.
Okay. I just thought they were trying to be cool. Because it makes it sound like you're trying to make it sound worse than it is. It's an IV.
It's an IV, but the infusion they're infusing it into you.
Yeah.
The IV is what they put into you, into your vein,
Well, I know.
and then they infuse it.
So every time I get medicine from an IV, it's an infusion.
Well, there's an IV push, like where they just push the medicine in, and then there's
No,
infusion.
Whenever I had the gallbladder.
Oh yeah, like hydration for the.
No, they had the medicine.
Oh yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's
a drip.
That took all night.
Yeah, that's a slow drip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was not very comfortable.
Yep, IV infusion.
My skin's real tough on my hands from welding and everything. So whenever they go to try to put the needle in, you can see like my skin just, and it's just horrible. And then it pops. It makes like a popping noise and goes in.
Yeah.
I'm hurting myself just thinking.
Yeah,
about
you're hurting me. Stop. I don't want to think about it.
It sounds painful.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to do it.
Yep.
It has.
I'm
you
hoping.
have to.
He said the symptoms that I'm having now, it's supposed to alleviate those all the way from. I've had a lot of trouble with my hands, and I just thought maybe it was because of the type of work I do. Always doing something with my hands. Doing something, and my joints were starting to hurt. And I just thought, well, I'm getting old and fat. But then I started really having some issues being outside, being hot, and that, come to find out, that's all symptoms of Crohn's disease.
I mean, I think when people are watching the videos, they think that it's just like IBS or just like the Crohn's disease. But guys, what he's not telling you is it's a little more serious than that, because he's had an infection and he's been on antibiotics, and it's tunneled from his colon out to the surface of his skin in a couple spots. So when that started happening and it started draining from the inside out, or going from the outside, draining back in, then we went to the doctor, and she's like, this is life threatening. This is serious. And he could lose a part of his intestines if this treatment don't work. And then he would have to possibly wear a colostomy bag, which would alter
take out the colon.
When they would alter the rest of his life, than just it being irritable bowel.
To go to work.
You wouldn't be able to. I mean, you could. How would you do the work you do with a bag attached to you?
I'd figure something out. But man's gotta work,
so I really feel like it's more serious than what we've shared, and that's why this treatment. He needs this treatment.
The pain. You kind of get used to pain after you've felt it for so long. Honestly, it had started getting where it was really getting uncomfortable and hard to.
We can't really go on a long trip because either he's got pain
the
or
and the way I'm set in the vehicle.
Yeah, it's just not good.
Causes a lot of pain,
and we like to go on trips. We like to do
what
things.
He said was there's scar tissue built up in my intestines from. What happens is because the Crohn's disease creates a blockage, and it's trying to force stuff through, so it's expanding and contracting. When it expands, it.
Thanks for hitting that like button. I just seen it go up.
Oh, thank you.
So that's why he wants to document this. That's why he's really thinking that he needs to show this journey, because not only are we looking into the future of what this is going to hold, but how do we change our food situation, his diet, and is this treatment going to work? Is he going to be able? Are the doctors going to be able to save his colon? But of course, we're praying about it, so we know God's going to intervene.
And my intestines, I'd like him to save that too. So.
Yeah, I mean, can you understand? Wouldn't that be a horrible thing? And this is what he's facing. And so
he gave me a website to go on to talk with other people that have the disease, and I got on there, and I'm seeing all these people with bags, and they're talking about, a lot of them have become homebound because they don't want to go out in diapers and stuff. And
Yeah, would
I
you?
hate doing that.
You know, I mean, and maybe somebody watching may be living that life now, and you might have some advice. Maybe you have something to share.
What I'm hoping is somebody's watching and then has those symptoms will actually go talk to their doctor.
Yeah, because see,
Don't put it off like I did for 9
he's
years.
had it. Like, yeah, well, like the first year of our marriage, he had his first colonoscopy. He was diagnosed with it, and then he just continued to eat however he wants. So,
in my defense, the doctor never said anything.
well, there was no follow up. The doctor didn't continue to treat him.
Come to find out, that doctor went out of practice.
So he's growing peppers in the backyard that he's not going to be able to eat.
I know. I've got Tabasco peppers growing.
You've got some of them
habaneros.
hot peppers. What's the hot pepper you got growing back there?
The scorpions.
I mean, he can't eat those. So
Trinidad scorpions. Sorry, a lot of people don't know. That's like the second hottest pepper in the world.
all the wonderful things that he loves,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna have to give those up as he goes through this. So
Yeah, because I was wanting to dehydrate them to put them into my rolls.
hey, you can come out. Nobody can see you.
And my barbecue sauces.
Teenagers. He doesn't want to be on camera.
He gone.
Cody, you can come out. Nobody can see you.
Open the
It's
door.
fine.
It's the slow close.
It's fine.
The slow fade.
Oh, he hates it.
So I think we should probably start logging more of our day-to-day stuff. Like I've got vehicle.
I really don't know what this channel's going to be. I honestly don't know. I'm going to be totally honest
we're not
on this.
Full-time homesteaders. We're not full-time.
I was doing full-time devotions, but I really enjoy the videography, and I enjoy like the day in the life videos, and it's kind of started to do a blend. So I don't know what we're going to show, but I know I'll post something mostly every day. I just don't know what. Because a lot of channels have one theme, and people are subscribed to them because they want to learn whatever it is that they're doing.
You know what?
Ours is not like that. It's different.
We should do like a couple of weeks of videos and then let the people decide what we are.
What are we?
What
I don't know what we are, but I just, when I saw the influx of subscribers, I was like, so where are they coming from? What content do they like? What video brought them in that they wanted to subscribe to us? Because we're kind of random. It's just all random, honestly.
We don't have a really set schedule and everything besides feeding times. And my next goal on food for the homestead is rabbits.
And I'm like, why?
Rabbits,
why are we doing rabbits?
The first time you have rabbit stew or fried rabbit.
Because I've never had rabbit, and I'm scared. I'm scared to. But
anybody that has rabbit.
After this last
Comment
little
down below about how amazing they are, so she understands.
This last little scare of the meat prices and a food shortage, I would probably eat some rabbit. I would eat some rabbit.
I would eat some. I would eat rabbit.
But they're so cute. How can you eat them? Oh,
I don't know what that was.
That was a teenager.
Was that a bird?
I don't know if y'all can. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but he's growling in there.
Sounded like
it's probably time for us to get off here, guys. Anyway, and let him come out of his room.
He's probably got it.
We haven't done a live stream. We used to do them every Tuesday night a couple of years ago. It was like that was our schedule. Every Tuesday night we'd come on with you guys. We kind of dropped off and went over to Facebook. But our heart's always been at YouTube. But of course, since we don't have the subscriber base, we can't just jump on our phones and do it. So it's when we can sit down like this and do it with the hookup. So anyway,
but I'm hoping she'll start doing some videos.
I have been doing videos every day.
No, like project videos.
Oh, I've got projects. I've got lots of projects. I just don't record them. I just do them. I just don't record them.
Okay, how long have we been on?
Long enough.
Said 20 minutes. It's been 29. So.
Yeah, that's what we said before we got on. So thanks, guys, for coming on and watching.
Thank you,
If
guys.
you're watching later, thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to those that I see sharing us on Facebook. Thank you for that. Our little videos. I'm going to try to keep them shorter, about 8 to 10 minutes.
That sharing thing goes. I don't know if it shares to Facebook.
I'm not sure. But anyway, we appreciate it. Mm-hmm. And We'll have just short little videos every day. I think it's probably going to be a little bit of our day in the life. And then I want to give you guys an encouraging word because that's where my heart is too. So I'm going to try to incorporate some of that. So anyway, we'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching our journey and all that good stuff.
Yep.
Anything?
God bless.
God bless.